All right, shalom, 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 shalom. This brother Shemaiah. First, I'm gonna give honors to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah. That's the Bible said, elders, apostles, of great millstone, peace and salutations to all my fellow Aquat out there that follow Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, with truth and sincerity. I like to say, shalom. Shalom for those who are tuning in. And shalom to all those that believe in Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, with truth and sincerity. Okay. So I'm gonna grab some real quick. Make sure my video was good. First off, one second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Slacking. All right, we good. Shalom. All right. Let me share the screen real quick. Yep. No, that's not the way I like it. Shalom. Shalom. Yep, this is better. So, hey, all y'all about Shemi outside, about Summer Dutch to those that are tuning in. I'm gonna grab some scriptures real quick. The title of this video is gonna be called Brand New Bodies, because we're about to receive brand new bodies through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, starting with the elect man, woman, and child. Okay. Now you may be asking, who are the Israelites today? Who are the Israelites according to the Bible? The Israelites are the so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, West Indies and Haitians, Cubans, Dominicans, and Puerto Ricans, and those that scatter across the four corners of the earth. Okay. I like to say shalom. Brand new bodies, man. And this is going to be a short lesson. It's not going to be that long, but hey, the Lord promised us brand new bodies, man. Bodies where we can never sin, we can never die, we can never get sick. Not a single cough, tired, not a single sneeze, not a single fart, whatever, man. These brand new bodies are going to have all the perfections that the bodies that we're in don't have. Okay. All the brand new body's gonna have all pros, all benefits and pros, and not a single con. But on this body, we're in this fleshly temple, we have a pro and a con. You know, yeah, you go work out, do 100 push-ups, or go for a walk. But on the other hand, you get tired, you get exhausted, you get fatigued. All right. So this body that these fleshly bodies that we have is temporal, man. Okay, it's very temporal. Like this world is temporal, but we are seeing the eternal. Yep. And with them bodies, we want to receive a eternal crown. It's in 1 Corinthians. Okay, this is 1 Corinthians 9:25. And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible, right? So the celebrities, the famous people of this world, the people of this world will master, strive, work hard throughout their whole lives just to receive a corruptible crown. All right. For example, LeBron, from the day that he was born, ever since he was 3 years old, from that day on, he became, a basketball player. He worked out, he trained, he battled the temptations to become the best players on the league, the greatest athletes in the world. But all that, he received a corruptible crown. All right, Mike Tyson, a corruptible crown. Biggie Smalls, a corruptible crown. You strive in this world, yeah, you get the riches, the fame, the glory, but that all has a consequence. Knowledge is that it's all temporal. You'll be famous in this decade, the next decade, nobody knows your name. But brothers, we want to receive an incorruptible crown, incorruptible fame, okay? Fame that is righteous, fame that is everlasting, eternal, immortal. And with that, it has to come with brand new bodies. Okay, this is Psalm 82:6. So, actually, I could just carry right here. This is Bible 32, Psalm 32:6. I said, "You are gods, and you are all the sons of the Most High." The Israelite man, woman, and child is a God. We're starting with the Israelite man. Okay, we are gods, but all of you are the children of the Most High. Okay, the reason why we in these corruptible bodies, the reason why we in these corruptible flesh, this temporary, how can I say, this temporary shell that we're in is because we fell against the Heavenly Father. We went against Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right, Shalaki, I don't know why this showed me. But you will die like mortals, and you will fall like every ruler. Right, like that movie Thor. Thor was a god on this world. Thor was a god in Asgard, but he went against his father, and his father had to take away his powers because of his pride and arrogancy. And then when Thor became mortal, he was able to get hurt, get sick, get tired, and fall like a mortal man. That's the same thing with the Israelite man. That's the same thing with the Israelites, period. You were gods. Right? Before we were called Israelites, we were called the sons of God in Genesis. Now, we are the sons of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And as the sons of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, we fell from our power. And we had to die like mortals. Okay? Make sure brothers and sisters who are watching the video. So, Luke 1:8. This is Luke 4:6. You were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because you moved Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to wrath, you were delivered unto your enemies. Right. The reason why so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians went on in chattel slavery and transatlantic slave trade because we went against our power. Before the transatlantic slave trade, the northern kingdom on this side, from Gad to Ephraim to Manasseh to Reuben, to Asher to Naphtali, worshiping other gods, worshiping the sun, worshiping the moon, worshiping the things around us, and not that we follow Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Same thing with the southern kingdom, Judah, Benjamin, Levi. They worshiping the Norse gods because Jake, the so-called black people, all right, were the Vikings. Okay, Judah, Benjamin, Levi were worshiping the Norse gods. There was also those pagan worshipers, worshiping Greek gods, worshiping Christian God, worshiping. Not only that, you had Jake that was in Islam to this day, worshiping Allah. And down to West Africa, you had Jakes in West Africa during that 1,000 years of Jake rule in Europe and Africa. They was worshiping them Hamite gods. You see, and not only is that transferred today, Jake is still worshiping the gods of the nations, still serving the nations, and not for the destruction, but what? Because you move Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to wrath, and you will deliver unto the enemies. Right? The Bible says we have enemies: the Edomites, right? The Japhites, the Moabites, the Ammonites, right? The Asharites, the Hamites. Those are our enemies, the 17 nations. Right, this real quick. It's 4:6. For you provoked them that made you by sacrifice unto devils and not to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. This is 8, Luke 4:8. You have forgotten the everlasting God that brought you up, and ye have grieved Jerusalem that nursed you. Right. Jake been in captivity in America before for 400 plus years, man. We have totally forgotten what our God was. What is his name? What is his son's name? If God has been telling. And no, it's not Jesus or Allah or Buddha or God. Okay. It's Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Make sure, brothers. But it's okay. It's okay. Now we come back to remembering the God of the Bible. Now we remember that our God, Yahweh, is opening up our minds to the spirit of Yahweh Shai, to the mercies of Yahweh Shai. Okay? And through the mercies of Yahweh Shai, we're going to get bodies like unto Yahweh Shai, man. Isaiah 30 inward parts. Let me see inward parts. Yep, Jeremiah. That's the one I was looking for. This is Jeremiah. Jeremiah 31. We start at change. Yep. Jeremiah 33 and 31. Behold, things come, say the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, that I make a new covenant with the house of Israel, with the house of Judah. The house of Israel is the northern kingdom, and the house of Judah is the southern kingdom. Okay. Now we're not in that new covenant yet. We're still in the old covenant. Because if we were in the new covenant, we would have the nations in captivity. We'll have them brand new bodies. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't tell those that's watching this video that they're Israelites. No, there won't be no need for teaching. So now we're still in this new covenant. We still have to, how can I say, follow the customs of the old covenant. Just like, let me rephrase that. Since now we're in this old covenant, we have to follow the ways of the old covenant. Okay? We still have to tell our people who they are. We still have to tell brothers, don't eat shrimp, crab, and lobster. Don't follow the ways of the heathen. You know, the things that we do since we came into this truth. All right? I hope I'm making sense, man. I hope I'm, marinate with somebody that's watching this video. But the Lord is going to make a new covenant, man. I'm not trying to sound like those new covenant demons that's claiming to be in the new covenant. No, we're not in the new covenant yet. Not yet. Because we have to wait till Yahweh Shai. Okay? 32, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers, in the day which I take them by the hand and bring them out of the land of Egypt, which is my covenant they break, although I was a husband unto them, save the Lord. Okay? But this shall be the covenant that I'll make with the house of Israel after those days, save the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. I will put my law on their inward parts and write it in their hearts, and will be their God, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, and they shall be my people, right? The law, statutes, and commandments is going to be in our inward parts. So not a single Israelite is going to commit sin, go off, commit adultery, eat shrimp, crab, and lobster, eating pork. Okay? Every Israelite in the kingdom is going to be perfect. Beyond superhumanly perfect, man. Okay, let me go down to 34. And they shall teach no more every man in this house, in the neighborhood. They shall teach no more every man in this neighborhood, every man his brother, saying, know the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, but they shall all know me. Right. If we was in a new covenant, I wouldn't be making this video. I wouldn't be telling you, brothers, sisters, or those that's coming to this truth, or going on the highways and byways, period. Starting with the elders, apostles, great millstone, brothers on down, bishops on down, and brothers like me, telling Jake that they're Israelites. No, I wouldn't be telling you that, because you will already know. We would have already been in the kingdom already. We would have had the 17 nations in captivity. So hey man, we're still on this side. We still gotta tell Jake, no matter how many times they don't care, no matter how many times they hear it, we still gotta tell them that they're Israelites. And eventually that time is gonna be up. For they shall all know me, from the least of them to the greatest of them, saith the Lord Yahweh, by sending outside, for I will forgive their iniquity, and I will remember their sin no more. Right. Okay, the Lord's gonna give us a clean slate, a brand new start. Okay. So let me grab this that brand new bodies are gonna be out the chain, out of this world. I'm gonna say that for last. That's First Corinthians. No, that's not the one I was looking for, but I was going to say that for last. It's Philippians. Yep. It's First Philippians 3:21. Oh, man, that button ain't working. Shalaki, give me 1 second. There we go. Sometimes the button comes off. This is First Philippians. Shalaki, this is Philippians, not First Philippians. This is Philippians 3:21. Who shall change? Actually, start at 20. Shalaki. This is Philippians 3:20. Our conversation is in heaven, from whence also we look for the Savior, the Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, who shall change our vile body that may be fashioned like unto his glorious body. Right? Because these bodies, man, come on, man. Since the day you were born, you're dying. You could get sick easily, you get tired, scrape your knee, you could bleed out, get shot, get stabbed. God forbid, but most high forbid, but you get what I'm saying. Okay. These vile bodies, I'm gonna check up the word vile real quick, are very unclean. These bodies are filled with parasites, diseases. Right? Check the word vile. Extremely unpleasant, morally bad or wicked. Right? It's easy to commit wickedness than righteousness. Okay, morally bad. These bodies are very unpleasant to be in, man. Foul, nasty, unpleasant, bad, disagreeable, horrible. All right. You get sweaty, get tired. Okay. You can have pimples and shit, acne. Wicked, all right, evil, dark, dirty, vicious, sinful. These bodies are very sinful, man. Easy to commit sin easily, man. All right. So this is why we need them glorious bodies, like unto Yahweh Shai. Who shall change our vile body that may be fashioned like unto his glorious body, according to the work whereby he is able to even subdue all the things unto himself. So, the Lord is going to change the form of our bodies, these vile bodies, like unto his glorious body. Perfect, heavenly, extraterrestrial, otherworldly, superhuman. Okay, superhuman bodies, man. Brand new teeth, brand new hair, brand new skin. All right, brand new everything, man. We're gonna be a race of superheroes, man. It's a race of superhuman beings. Let me go back and grab First Corinthians. Make sure brothers and sisters are cool. All right. This First Corinthians 15, and I'm starting at 50. Now that I say this, that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of Yahweh by Shem outside. Neither does the corruption inherit incorruption. Right? Flesh and blood, these bodies cannot inherit the kingdom of heaven. These bodies cannot go up into those chariots. Because what makes the difference between the kingdom of heaven and these other nations that rule, these kingdoms that rule throughout history, is that the kingdoms throughout history was ruled by men. It was ruled by mortals. So that made that kingdom a mortal kingdom. This kingdom on the come is going to be ruled by gods. All right, young gods, superhuman gods, man. It says that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of Yahweh by Shem outside. neither doth corruption here incorruption. Behold, I'll show you a mystery. We shall all not sleep, but we shall all be changed. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trumpet, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall all be changed to right. When the day of salvation comes, just in the blink of an eye, the whole body, your whole visage, your whole face, your everything is going to be a billion times better than this body that you're in right now. Brand new bodies, man. Eyes have not seen or ears heard, man. Okay. It says, but this corruptible upon incorruption, this mortal upon immortality. We're gonna be immortal, man. Can you imagine looking young forever? But be like 3 million years old, 5 million years old, not aging a day, man. Perfect for all eternity. 54. So when this corruptible shall I put on incorruption, and this mortal shall I put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, death is swallowed up in victory. O death, where is thy sting? O grave, where is thy victory? Right. We're never going to die again. Okay. The sting of death is sin, and the strength of sin is the law. But thanks to Yahweh, which give us us the victory through our Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach. So with the Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach, we're going to receive those brand new bodies. We're going to receive a brand new kingdom ruled by so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American men, Latino men, Seminole Indian men. Okay. The Israelites are going to be a race of supernatural, superhuman beings, man. Ye are gods, ye shall die like men. Okay, but we're not going to die like no more. We're going to live like gods, man. You think living is having a penthouse in New York City? You think living is having a nice Maserati or Mercedes? That's nothing. The Lord's going to let us deal. Jake going to live beyond Esau's conception of living. Eyes have not seen, nor ears heard. So with that, hey, brother, you're going to receive that, man. So hey, with that, first I'm going to give honors to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, our God, the Dash. Give honors to the elders, apostles, with no stone, peace and salutations from my fellow Akim Aquat out there. And follow Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, with truth and sincerity. I like to say, Shalom.